Has Michael Chandler given up on his red panty night? Or is Conor McGregor playing mind games with him? Recently, the UFC postponed the UFC 303 Dublin press conference that was meant to kick the Conor McGregor vs Michael Chandler pre-fight madness with a bang. Josh Thompson said that the postponement was due to McGregor injuring himself.
A couple of sources that I've heard from was that he's dealing with a little bit of an injury, Conor is, and so that that he should be good to go for the fight time. But if he is dealing with the injury, that they didn't want him visually being seen at the press conference, so they didn't want to expose that. I don't know whether he was in a walking boot, I don't know what it is. I'm simply saying that I heard that he's dealing with a little bit of an injury. So
could it be, hold on, in seriously, I'm being serious when I say this. Could it be that somehow in training he got cut?
Possibly.
And he doesn't want Chandler to see where that cuts out.
McGregor recently shared a video of himself sparring with his partner, showing some blood on his gloves and clothes. While this doesn't confirm an injury, both MMA pros and fans are suspicious. McGregor himself added fuel to the fire when he posted a video of him on a hospital bed. Many fans think McGregor is trolling everyone who believes he's injured. They think the postponement is due to a failed drug test because McGregor was spotted partying in Dublin with his wife. However, Ariel Helwani was quick to dismiss the claims. The veteran MMA journalist said, "I see a lot of people wondering what it could be. I could tell you right now with 100% certainty, confirmed 1000%, that nothing with regards to any sort of legal issue, incident of any kind, drama of any kind, criminal thing of any kind, a fight of any kind, alcohol, this, that, none of that is at play here. There's nothing regarding any sort of drug testing or anti-doping or anything like that." Michael Chandler took to X to address the postponement of the press conference, sharing his thoughts in a series of tweets. "Denying yourself of your passions is a slow suicide. Throw yourself fully into purpose. Even if you fall short, what you gained along the way is immeasurable." In another tweet, Chandler quoted Martin Luther King Jr. and said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." In a third tweet, Chandler made fans speculate more when he posted a video with a caption that said, "Planting seeds of doubt." Chandler was training like a maniac in Florida for the biggest fight of his career up until Wednesday, when he posted on Instagram that he's back in his hometown of Tennessee, raising speculation that he's left his training camp and gone back home. "If you're looking for me, I'll be out in Tennessee. No way out of the life we chose. Walk on, see you at the top." So, is the fight cancelled? Signs seem to point that way. UFC 303 isn't listed for pay-per-view anymore. McGregor's free fight videos aren't on YouTube, and Dana White hasn't said a word about it. In a recent appearance of the Happy Punch podcast, Dana talked about Conor McGregor, but none of it included anything about UFC 303. Instead, the UFC president compared the Irishman to the great Muhammad Ali. I'll tell you this, and I don't ever like to compare people to Muhammad Ali, because to me, he's the greatest. And I don't mean what he did in fighting, just what he accomplished as a human. But I don't give an F what anybody says. Ali and Conor are on the same level when it comes to mental warfare. They are the two best of all time when it comes to mental warfare. Several top MMA fighters and analysts have also reacted to the UFC 303 controversy, and they have some pretty interesting takes. Demetrius Johnson, for example, emphasized the uncertainty of holding out for major fights like Chandler vs McGregor, stressing the need for athletes to stay active to earn money. Johnson questioned Chandler's recent lack of activity and the gamble of waiting for a McGregor matchup that might never happen. Cormier has issued a warning to fans, advising them to prepare for potential bad news in the coming days. He believes there's a significant chance that the fight will either be cancelled or postponed.
No, because eventually it's going to smack you in the face. Listen,
it's
man,
a tell.
Let me be your friend and tell you, start to brace yourself a little bit for disappointment. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, Chael, but let me tell you something about the UFC. Now, Dana White will argue and scream at the media. Dana White will give the media a hard time. Dana White has no problem letting the media down, Chael. You know who Dana White doesn't like letting down? The fans. Doesn't like letting fans down. And when the press conference was canceled, you saw people on Twitter, people on Instagram, speaking of having their travel, being prepared to go and watch, flying over to Dublin to watch a presser. that's disappointment. Dana White also doesn't like letting them down, and he tries to over-deliver for fans. So to me, it feels like this is a big deal. Look, I have reached out to many in the organization to try to find out what happened. And when everybody's tight-lipped as they are right now, to me, that tells me it's a little worrisome.
The cancellation of the Dublin press conference has caught many fans off guard, especially considering that the free tickets were booked in just 4 minutes, reflecting the immense anticipation of the event. McGregor's return to the cage after 3 years heightened the stakes, particularly in his home country where he's revered. However, with the cancellation, the fight's future is uncertain, posing a potential setback for Michael Chandler, who's awaited his red panty night for 2 years. McGregor's recent post adds to the uncertainty. Will Chandler finally get his long-awaited moment, or will McGregor's claims fall flat? Is McGregor seriously injured, or is he just playing around? Share your thoughts below and stay tuned for updates in the MMA and boxing world. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.